Good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for watching another video. So today I think I'm finally getting to welding the diff. I've been waiting this whole week to weld the differential on the E46, but I have not had time for it. Yesterday I was supposed to do it, but I did a wheel bearing on the EP3 thinking that I wasn't going to take as long as it did. So yeah, basically it took all day, but I think the day has finally come where we're going to start welding the diff on the E46. I might actually cut off the muffler too today. I want to do a muffler delete just because I really like how the E90 sounds, and I've looked up a muffler delete on the E46 330i and it actually sounds really nice as well, so we might actually cut off the muffler today. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. First things first, we gotta drain the differential, and then I think we could start taking it out. I also went ahead and picked up a cherry picker. The other pieces in the E46. We got an engine swap coming soon for the EJ. Stay tuned for that. I still can't get over how this car looks. I'm not really sure how I feel about the wheels on this car. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Alright, so by the looks of it, it looks like the sway bar is the only thing that might be in the way. And that's because we have to get to this bolt back here. We got to get that sway bar out of the way, and it looks like that might be about it. This bolt up here should be reachable on that side, and then we just have to get these axles off, drain the fluid, and then we should be good to go. Okay, so I think I'm getting close to pulling the diff. I just have a couple more things to take off. It's actually quite a bit you got to take off. I thought it'd be easier, but it really isn't. All right, so I got all these off. They're all Torx screws on both sides. Got the ones from over here that connect to the drive shaft, and I have to get this support off because if not, this bolt right here will hit and interfere with this, and I can't really get a wrench in there anyway, so I have to take this off. So far is just this one, and then two here, and then the same on the other side. But there's also this heat shield, and the exhaust gets in the way to get the two 10mm bolts holding up that heat shield. Other than that, I still need to drain the pan, but I don't think I have an Allen key this big, so I might have to go buy one. I really don't think I'll be able to get this out without it. Hell yeah, we got it out, boys. You guys can't see the axles because I hung them. You can see the strap over there. I just tied them and then I hung them so they weren't dangling and they weren't in the way of me getting this out. Next step, drain the fluids. I should have done that while it was up there, but like I said, I did not have the Allen wrench and I just wanted to get this out. I still have to brake clean the whole inside, so then when I actually start welding, the welds stick and it doesn't catch on fire. So I actually have to go pick up some brake cleaner because I don't have any here at home. I have the engine degreaser, but that was a little expensive, so I don't want to use that. Other than that, I think I also will have to go pick up the diff oil. I'm not sure exactly what diff oil this uses. I guess BMWs, you never have to change your diff oil, but since I'm opening it up, I'd rather do it now and put new oil in instead of using the same one that's in it. But real quick, I have to find out which Allen key, see if I have the Allen key for this. I don't think I do. I don't think I have anything that'll take it off either. And to fill the diff, I need an Allen key because if not, I won't be able to put any fluid into it once it's back on. So it seems like every time that I've gone to buy something, I always end up overspending. Let me show you guys what I got. The gear oil, the brake cleaner. I got some RVT so I can seal everything back up. That's actually gonna help for when I seal up the oil pan because I think the oil pan is leaking. I also have to get these X bits because I did not have the right size for the plug on the differential, and I'm just gonna send it on the impact. I'm just gonna loosen it so I hope it doesn't break anything. I got that piece of metal right there. We're going to put a piece of that inside the differential when we weld it so that it helps straighten the weld, and also we can weld a little bit more. Got her open. The drain plug was not that bad. It was actually really clean. It just had a little bit of dirt grime on it, but for the miles on this car, it's actually really clean. So like I was explaining earlier, that piece of metal over there, I have to make a little piece that fits in here so then I could weld up top and then on the sides, and then I can weld all around it. But I'm going to try my best to just keep it within this, and we got to do both sides, this side and the back side. Real quick, I'm just gonna go through, wash this out, and then like I said, we'll take it to the back and start welding. I'm not sure how well you guys can see this, but this is basically going to go inside the gears, and it's going to help when we weld all the way around it. It's gonna grab all the gears, the top one, the bottom one, and the two sides. It's basically gonna fuse them together with this plate. So basically, I think it was 1.5 inches wide with a 1/4 inch in, and then I rounded it out as much as possible. You need 2 of them because you're doing both sides. Alright, so it's starting to rain, but there's one of the welds. Not the best. I haven't touched the welder in a few years, but real quick, let me just blow this out and make sure that there's nothing in it left, and so I can go ahead and put the RTV on. I'm going to go ahead and RVT the whole ring. I tried to salvage the gasket, but when I pulled it off, it was already broken from here to here. I'm just gonna RTV it, and that should be fine. So I RTV the whole cover. It's gonna sit in here overnight. So it is raining, and I really can't do much without getting wet or without getting my tools wet, and so I'm gonna pick this back up tomorrow. Alright guys, so this is the second day. Hopefully today we might finally get the E46 out of here and have the diff welded completely, and you know, basically have it ready for a clutch and once I start working on the engine. Real quick, let's go check on that RTV. It should have dried overnight. I left it, it's been roughly 12 hours since I left it, so it should be dry by now, and we can start putting this bitch back together. It's been way too long. It's been this whole week that I've been trying to weld this diff, and I hope my welds stick. I trust my welds, but I have never welded a diff to the point where I could say, you know, it's been done and it works. So this is my first welded diff, so let's see how well it's gonna hold up. I finally got it all put back together. Still have to lift the recoils because my tires are still rubbing on the fenders. No matter how much I roll them, no matter how much I beat them, I kind of don't want to take the tires off again just to roll them, so I'm gonna instead lift the rear of the car. Other than that, it seems like I put everything back together correctly. I hope I put everything back together correctly, and I hope everything stays together. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever welded a diff, so we'll see if it holds. Okay, so while I was gone for the past 3 hours, I put the fluid in the differential, lifted the car, and I also found out why my car might be idling funny. I did some research. I guess a lot of people have this issue when their boots start ripping. Now, I thought I replaced the boot that had ripped, and I was wrong. There's 2 boots. One got replaced and the other one is still ripped, but I did not know that until I looked up this. It was like the first form, and it said all 6 cylinders are misfiring and it's bank 1 and 2 are running lean. So I was wondering what was going on, because when I plugged in the scanner, that's exactly what I got, and it was roughly 10 codes. It was a couple other things, I forgot what it was, but they all kind of all run together. So I looked it up, and yeah, my second boot is ripped. I need to order that. It's not that expensive. I'll probably order that and go pick it up tomorrow or Monday. Today's Saturday. But yeah, at least I know now the car is safe to drive. I do need to check the plugs as well. Like I said, I'm not sure when the last time this car had a tune-up, so I do need to check the plugs. Other than that, I need to RTV the oil pan so that it stops leaking. I also need to figure out the power steering pump because it does not have power steering, and it is not very fun to drive, and it's actually pretty hard to drift without power steering. So that being said, I just put the car down. I have a lot of clearance, but I still need to release the e-brake so it releases the pressure. I think I might be able to get out of here without having to move the EP3, so I'll just close this. Why is it dead? You can't. Why is it dead? Oh, it's dead. Alright, so we do have pretty good clearance on both sides. I tried turning out of here and I forgot that the diff was welded, and I was wondering what was like making a weird sound, but right now I'm gonna take it for a test drive, see if it's making any weird sounds other than, you know, one tire locking. But it moved, and I mean, it looks fine. It's driving fine, and like I said, I figured out the problem for the intake, so the idle issue is going to be fixed probably here within the next couple of days. I'll probably just throw on, it's just a boot that I gotta throw on, and that'll be it. But yeah, diff is finally welded, which I'm actually really excited for. Now I just gotta fix the clutch. That's what's next. After I fix the clutch, I think we're ready for some slides, and I'm glad I got the clearance on the rear tires as well, because I knew that they were rubbing like crazy. Right now they're not rubbing. Something's rubbing back there, but I think it's one of the brake covers. But that's all I got for today, guys. Thank you for making it to the end. If you like the video, please hit that like button. Go down and comment. I'm always active in the comment section. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.